My sidekick Linus and I have a great tour for you today. Westwood, Kansas. Let's go check it out. Westwood, Kansas is one of my favorite neighborhoods in Kansas City, and it is really interesting. There's actually two Westwoods. There's Westwood Hills and there's Westwood. So where I'm taking you first is Westwood Hills. Westwood Hills and Westwood, Kansas were both J.C. Nichols developments. They were both started around 1922. But Westwood Hills is just a little bit, I don't know if fancier is quite the word, but the homes are valued just a little bit more. They're probably a little bit larger than Westwood, Kansas. Typically, the median in Westwood Hills is around $575. Westwood, Kansas is around $400. I was able to do a quick search for recent solds, and in both cities or towns, they range from $400 is the lowest, and obviously some of those will need some work. Westwood Hills went up to $1 million, and that may have been a new build. Westwood, Kansas went up to about $725. And that was within the last year of sales. There isn't a lot of turnover in either town because these are really well cared for and very loved homes. Westwood Hills is quite a bit smaller than Westwood, Kansas. There are only about 473 residents in Westwood Hills. Westwood Hills boundaries are Rainbow Boulevard to State Line and around 47th Street to 53rd Street. So it is just under a half-mile square total land area. I'll show you Westwood, Kansas. It's quite a bit larger here soon. I also have a really cool walkthrough of a brand new listing. Again, it's the beginning of June 2023, so it's probably, there's a chance it's gone by the time you watch this, but it's a wonderful peek into a home in Westwood, and that one is in the Westwood, Kansas side. Westwood has a wonderful little kind of a corner shopping area with one of my favorite coffee shops, Hi Hat, which is this tiny little thing that is amazing. There's Annandor's Chocolates, which is a famous chocolate place. There's a wonderful florist there as well, and a gelato, Flying Cow. Very good gelato, I can promise you that. So everything you need: coffee, chocolate, ice cream, flowers. Can't go wrong. Both the city of Westwood Hills and Westwood, Kansas are part of the National Register of Historic Places. There was an interesting opportunity for a merger of the two cities in the 70s. A merger was proposed and it was rejected due to, I believe, Westwood, Kansas just didn't feel like there was going to be any benefit by bringing Westwood into their township in their city, and I'm not sure that vote or merger has come up again. There used to be a little bit of animosity between the two. Westwood Hills is, and you can see in many of these homes, they are long, narrow lots. So some of the garages are detached and in the back. We do see a lot of one-car garages here, as just very typical of this part of Northeast Johnson County. Sometimes there's some two-car garages or a detached garage towards the back. The home I'm going to show you in Westwood, Kansas actually has a three-car garage, which is really unusual and pretty spectacular. One thing I thought was interesting was one of the first homes that was designed in Westwood Hills was designed by a woman architect, a leading woman architect in Kansas City. Her name was Alice Walton, and I thought that was kind of cool. This is the farthest northeast corner of Johnson County. Both cities' children go to Westwood Hills Elementary. That's a brand new elementary school, which I'll show you here in a second. A gorgeous elementary school. Their middle school is Indian Hills Middle School, and they will go to Shawnee Mission East High School. We see a lot of Tudors in as architecture, Tudor revivals here, French eclectic, colonial revivals. We do also see the move into mid-century and some modern movement, as well as a few new builds. We don't see as many new builds because many of these lots, again, are so long and narrow, and they're really challenged to put a new build in a lot that size. The home I'm going to show you is a gorgeous little Tudor. It is a 3-bedroom, 2 full bath home, and is owned by some architects, which you will really see the touches that they've done to this home are just gorgeous. This home is listed at $697,000. It's just on the market. We have a beautiful office or study to the side of the living room. Off of the formal dining room is the kitchen and an addition space for a really beautiful vaulted ceiling, wall of windows looking out to the back garden, and a really lovely little mudroom situation. Sliding glass door to the primary suite upstairs. Beautiful large bedroom opening to a custom spa-like bathroom. This is a vanity that opens with heavy, beautiful wood. Amazing space saver in a small space. This spa-like bathroom is just gorgeous. The light that comes into this home is unbelievable. Large walk-in closets. And a small little workout room or meditation space, or it could be an additional dressing area. 2 good-sized bedrooms in the lower level, as well as a full bath for guests. We have a lovely finished basement as well, with several areas to enjoy. A rec room with natural light against one wall. And I love this fireplace. Beautiful. Laundry room downstairs, clean, bright, easy, with some wonderful storage as well. There is an additional unfinished storage area, and then the backyard is really lovely. All kinds of places to relax with some privacy. It does have this 3-car garage, which I believe now that you could apply to the city and put the bays on the other side and then enter the house via the alley, and then turn this into a yard if you wanted to have more of green space. But it's kind of nice to not have to mow. And now we're moving into Westwood, Kansas. Again, this is larger space than Westwood Hills. Westwood, Kansas is from Mission Road to Rainbow Boulevard, and then all the way to the edge of Johnson County to County Line Road to Johnson Drive. It also was a J.C. Nichols development, and it is, both cities are so close to the plaza. KU Med is actually has some offices in Westwood, but we're really close to the KU Med Hospital as well, and downtown. It's easy to get to so many different parts of Kansas City, and quick. Westwood has its own police department and public works, and about 1,700 residents. So as you can tell, it is quite a bit larger than Westwood Hills. These homes range in the 400s to 725,000. And we still see some Tudor revivals. We see some ranches. We see colonials as well as Cape Cods. And a few new builds tucked in. These lots are not quite as long and narrow as Westwood Hills, but there are some similarities in the structure of the plots. One of the things I love about both of these neighborhoods are the mature trees, canopy, just really lovely in the fall. In the summer, it creates quite a bit of shade, which is really nice. Like Prairie Village and Fairway, many of the one-car garages do have two-car driveways, which really helps if you have multiple drivers in your family. And here is a brand new Westwood View Elementary School. This was a long time in the making, and it's just a lovely, lovely school. I have several pop-ups as we're watching the neighborhood. If you are interested in other neighborhoods that are similar, Fairway is one that's right next door to Westwood that has architecture that is a little bit similar. Prairie Village as well. Roland Park is adjacent also, and they are a little bit smaller and probably just a little bit more affordable. You can see why this is one of my favorite neighborhoods. They are just darling homes in a quiet, just really sweet little community. Let me know if you would like to get on a list to know when one of these becomes available, and I would love to give you a personal tour. Thanks for touring with us. I've got a fantastic pros and cons video I'd love for you to check out. Glynis wants to know whether we made any hits or misses. Let us know in that comments. Right, Glynis? She loves all of it.